Photoshop is amazing, and I'm going to attempt to teach you the fundamentals as quickly, as efficiently as possible. And so when we're looking at this program on the left side, I see lots of icons that represent tools. I also see we've got this little window floating around right here. This is our layers palette, and each layer is really important. So I can see in this document we've got just a background layer and this Porzingis layer. If I shift this image around using the Move tool, which is the very top tool in the toolbar, I can identify where I want to place it if we press Command T. And then if we hold Shift, we can increase and decrease the size of this layer. Holding Shift keeps it proportional. Otherwise, it's going to get skewed and look kind of funny. So we'll keep it proportional. When we're done, we're going to press Check to confirm the size, and then using the Move tool, once again, we can shift it around. When we go to Google Chrome, what we can do is we can find images that we want to include in our document. And so let's include the newest iPhone, because why not? We can right click, left click, copy image, return to Photoshop, press Command V, and then Command T to change the size of this layer. We're always going to press check to confirm. I'm going to grab one more image. Obviously, my favorite dinosaur. This one's pretty gangster. I'm going to right click, left click, copy image, return to Photoshop, Command V to paste, and we've got three separate images in here along with the background. If we click the top image, this Velociraptor image, and I drag it to the bottom, the Velociraptor basically disappears. It's not gone, it's not deleted, it's just underneath everything else. What this means is what's in top in the layers palette is in top in the document itself. What we see is based on the relationship between the layers and layers palette. All right, so we know this, we know how to change the size. What if we wanted to add some text? We can click this text tool right here, and I'm going to left click anywhere I want, and I'm going to write Photoshop is amazing, because why not? If I move the text, I'm sorry, if I move the cursor away a little bit, it turns into this little black arrow indicating that I can shift it around on the document, and that there's this little underline beneath the text, right? This line indicates that we can modify the text. So not only is Photoshop amazing, but LeBron is amazing. I'm going to press check to confirm if we wanted to increase the size of the text. We're going to want to make sure that we're on the right layer in the layers palette. I'm holding shift to keep it proportional. I'm going to press check to confirm. LeBron's amazing, but so is Lab, right? And I'm going to press one last time check to confirm. If we wanted to change the color, as long as the text tool in the layers palette is highlighted, we can click on this little black square and we can change the color to red, to purple, to green, to blue. I like that. This looks pretty amazing. But if we want to include images of lab students, well, we've got this archive right here with literally tens of thousands of images. And when you click a link that you want, what you can do is maybe find yourself or your buddy. And I'm going to select Toivo. What I'm going to do is I'm going to download this image. And to do that, I'm going to click these three vertical dots and I'm going to select download. Beautiful. So I can see that it's downloading. I'm going to go to Photoshop. I'm going to click File, Open, and I'm going to go to the Downloads folder. You probably have only one or two images in there right now, but now we've got Toivo, and again at the top we've got tabs indicating different images, right? What we're going to do right now is we're going to right click this Lasso tool and we're going to select the magnetic. I'll give you a quick overview. So the Lasso tool is it's a fun tool, but it doesn't help us make precise selections. So I'm just going to go around real quick. We see these little ants running indicating there's a selection. I'm going to press Command C, Command V, and that doesn't look professional, and that's not what I'm looking for. So to undo this, we're going to press Command Option Z to go back. And in fact, if you press and hold Command and Option and press Z, 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 you can undo all of your actions. So we're going to return to this Toivo image. I'm going to press Command D to deselect. I'm going to right click the lasso this time, and instead of selecting that tool, we're going to left click the magnetic lasso. And the magnetic lasso is awesome because it clings to high contrast objects. If you make a mistake and you want to go back, you can simply press delete on the keyboard and it'll go back one bounding box each time. And so what I'm doing is I'm simply dragging the mouse along the perimeter of his figure. I'm not left clicking or anything, although you can to put down a bounding box, but the program itself does the magic. And I'm going to return to the very first box. I'm going to left click, and when we see these little black and white dots. It looks like ants marching, maybe. I'm going to press, we know that we have a selection. I'm going to press Command C. I'm going to press Command V. And I can see that right now Toivo is between the Velociraptor and iPhone image. If we use the Move tool, we can shift this over like so. Now let's pretend we've got all these cool images, right? Just the way we want them. We're going to create a new image on top of everything, and I'm going to left click this little icon to the left of the garbage can in the layers palette creates a new layer. We can see that we've got this invisible layer right here. And I'm going to go to the foreground color at the bottom of this toolbar, and we'll select kind of like this color right there, along with the paint bucket. So we selected this kind of light green. We're going to left click the paint bucket, and now when we click, looks like everything turns green, but what we can do is we can add a blending mode. So I'm going to left click normal, and I'm going to jump down to the bottom, and that looks pretty amazing. Now if I use the move tool right now and I wanted to grab Porzingis, for example, it wouldn't move Porzingis. Instead, it's moving the green because the green image is on top. If we want to hide it, we can simply click this eye, shift Porzingis over, press the eye again, and it's back. We can create a new layer at the top, simply add some text, and let's write work hard. I'm going to press Command A to select everything. We'll make this text white. I'm going to press check, Command T, hold shift. We're going to work hard today. I press check to confirm. We're going to save this image as a JPEG. That flattens all these layers. To do that, we're going to go File, Save As, and I'll save this as collage, as a JPEG file. So right now this is a Photoshop file. We're going to save it as a JPEG, JPG, and boom. We're going to press OK. And you're done. I hope this was a helpful first lesson in Photoshop.